Multiplying fractions together is simple and requires no preliminary steps. You simply line up your fractions horizontally and multiply across. Numerator times numerator over denominator times denominator. Multiplying fractions by whole numbers can be just as simple once you realize that a whole number is simply turned into a fraction by making it the number itself over 1. So remember that any number, any whole number, is the same as that whole number over itself. So instantly, any whole number can become a fraction by changing it into that number over 1. So 4 can become a fraction by changing it to 4 equals 4 over 1. 10 equals 10 over 1. 1,539,000 can become a fraction by making it 1,539,000 over 1. So if I'm asked to multiply a fraction by a whole number, so for example a over b, so my fraction a over b times the whole number c, I simply need to convert my whole number c into a fraction c over 1. So I end up with a over b times c over 1. And I just multiply like I do when I multiply two fractions. Numerator times numerator over denominator times denominator. And you can see that since the denominator of my whole number is 1, the answer to my multiplying these two together is going to be always the denominator the same as the denominator of the fraction. So I'm going to end up with a times c in my numerator and b in my denominator. Let's look at an example of this using real numbers. We are asked to multiply together the fraction 2/5 times the whole number 12. So we want to take our whole number 12 and convert it to a fraction by putting it over 1. So just line these up here, 12 over 1. And then I simply multiply it across. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So 2 times 12 equals 24. 5 times 1 equals 5. So my answer to 2/5 times 12, converted to 12 over 1, is 24/5. In some cases, when we multiply a fraction by a fraction, or we multiply a fraction by a whole number, the product becomes a whole number. So in this case, for example, we're asked to multiply 1/3 times 15. So I convert my whole number 15 into a fraction by making it 15 over 1, and I simply do the math. 1 times 15 equals 15. 3 times 1 equals 3. So I can see that both my 15 and my 3 are both divisible by 3. And if I divide top and bottom by 3, dividing my fraction by 1, I will see that I can simplify this to 15 divided by 3 equals 5, and 3 divided by 3 equals 1, which is simply the answer of the whole number 5. I could also see it back here right when I was already setting it up, 1/3 times 15 over 1, that these ones cancel out or divide out and leave me with 15 over 3, which is the same as 15 divided by 3, which equals 5.